Hey guys, welcome back to Home Reviews, and in this video we're looking at a battery powered security camera made by Bestsee, and I'll put that link below this video if you want to go check it out. But this thing is loaded with features, and one thing I really love about it is that there are no wires. Obviously, other than the wire that hooks up your solar panel to your camera, there's no kind of electrical lines or cords or anything that you need to hook it up. You can see here that it has a built-in rechargeable battery, 2K HD, 50-foot night vision, and two-way audio and weatherproof. And if we flip the box around here to look on top of it, you can read pretty much all the features about it. It does have a 120-degree wide-angle view, supports local storage through a micro SD card up to 128 gigs. It does have a free app we're going to be looking at. And also, if you notice that third one down there, it has a 355-degree pan, 120-degree tilt, and a 4x zoom that you can use on the app. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing open up. I'm going to take everything out of the box, and we're going to take a better look at it. All right, so we got everything out of the box. Here's the camera, and you can see here it's got a film covering over it just to kind of help protect it. You have your little solar panel here, which has a decent sized cord to it. It's pretty long. So you can kind of, whenever you hook it up outside, if you're not in the way of the sun, you'll have room to maybe stretch it out to reach where the sun is at. You have a little card here which tells you about your warranty. It does have a 30-day Amazon return. You can scan that QR code for help. They have a manual here, which is really nice, also with the QR code on the back if you want to scan it. We're going to look at this in a minute. You have your accessories here. What I want to show you though, just real quick, how this sets up. It's super easy. So the way this camera is now, it's not the way it sets up. It's actually going to be like this. And then what we do is flip the antennas up, and then you can see that hole on top. That is where this piece here is going to set. So let me go ahead and get that set up and I'll show you. All right, so I went ahead and flipped the antennas up, and you can see this little piece here on top. I just screwed this into this piece which holds it to the camera, and you can see the brackets on the end. So it has places here, so if you want to mount it flush up against something you can, or it has holes here on the top so you can actually mount it up into something. Maybe you want to mount it up underneath your roof a little bit, or on your porch, you can do that. Or if you want to mount it against the side of your house, you can do it using those brackets there. You can see here on the box that it can be used for doorways, backyards, delivery, for offices. And what we're going to do here in a minute is I'm going to go ahead and get this all set up, and then we're going to turn it on and use the app to see what it looks like. Now, what I also want to show you is here, which looks like the top, but this is actually the bottom. You have this little plug here, and if you open it up, you're going to see a power button. You're going to see where you can insert your SD card, your micro SD card. This is what's going to store everything on it for you to view. And then there's also a little hole there. That is your reset button. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is get this set up. I'm going to install an app so I can record it and you guys can see how it works. And then you also have some other accessories here where you can mount it. You can use this for this bracket that's on the back to mount it. And then you also have this, which is how you're going to mount the solar panel. Now down here, looking at the user guide, you can see here the whole outline of the camera. Charging the battery, you can either do it with a 5-volt 2-amp power adapter, which is not included, or you can set it up under the sun with the solar panel facing the sun. And then you have an installation guide here which gives you more details on how it should be installed. Some things about the PIR motion sensor, and then some frequently asked questions. So let me go ahead and get this completely set up. I'm going to take it outside. We're going to get the app turned on and see what this actually looks like when it's up and running. All right, so I got my camera outside here. I got the solar panel and the light. It's been charging for a little bit. And the way this works is you're going to get your solar panel, and there's a place in the back here you're going to plug it up. And it's pretty neat because it comes with this little rubber plug here. And you slide that up the cord and into that little hole there, and it protects it from getting wet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. All right, you can see I got that slid up that cord and shoved in there. Now I haven't got it hooked up on this pole yet, simply because I wanted to show you guys some more of this stuff. and lets you look at it, see what it looks like through the app itself. So setting it up was actually really easy. All you have to do is get your phone and go to the Android store or whichever you use. And I just searched this Vicohome, and the app came up, and it walks you through everything step by step. You got to register with an email address, and then it automatically connects to this when you turn it on. You just follow through with it, and it set everything up within like 2 minutes, and it was done. Super easy to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch over to the app, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to view that widescreen or not. If not, I'll give you guys the best view that I can of it through my phone. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, so I'm back at my desk here, and we're looking at the app and the camera and the picture that we got on, which really isn't bad at all. Now with this, if we was to touch the screen, you can see here you can stop, and then if you tap on it again, it's going to live show you what it is. So if we tap on it, we'll give it a second. Now you have options down here where you can hear the sound from the camera's microphone, an audible alarm that will emit from the camera. You have a white light, so if it's kind of close to the ground or closer to the ground than what mine is, it's going to make a difference. And if someone's coming up to your house or your camera, you can turn that on to see better or maybe to scare them. And then you have an option here for position. So if you use frequently positions of your camera, you can set them here. So you can just tap them and it automatically goes there, which is really nice. Otherwise, you can just hold down the buttons here and you can see how it will adjust. So we can go left and look way out my field there if we want to. And you want to give it a few seconds to kind of render the video so the quality gets better. Turn right again. And this is probably about where I'm going to leave it, is in this area, so I can keep an eye on my dogs in the field. Now you can also talk, so maybe if someone's out there, if you press this down, you can talk, they can hear you, and they can speak back. Down here's your library where it snaps all the recordings that it takes from detections. So you can set this up. If we go back here and come up and click on settings, there's all different kinds of settings you have in here. So first of all, it's going to tell you the status of your camera. If you click on motion detection, this is really cool because they have features here that I don't have on my cameras around my house that are much more expensive than what this one is. You can set the sensitivity, the cooldown time, the interval time that it records, the duration, the resolution. So if we click on resolution here, you can see you can record in 2K or SD. Let's go back and also look at notification settings and check out this. So you can get alerts based on whether it picks up a person, a pet, a vehicle, whether the vehicle's approaching, whether it's parked or leaving, and also packages. So it'll give you a notice if it looks like a package has been delivered. That is so cool. And there's a few other settings down through here. So you got sleep settings where you can set up a schedule, your SD card management. I have not put an SD card in mine yet to record. And you don't have to if you don't want to record it. If you just want it up there so you can view it live anytime you want, you can do that. But obviously, if you want to record and save those, you would want to either get an SD card or sign up for their cloud storage. They also have the light settings. So if we click on that, you can see the different settings for that. And they have audio settings. So a lot of features for this little camera. We're going to go back here. Let me just tip this sideways. That way you get a better picture of what this is. We'll click play. And then if we maximize it by clicking right here, now once it connects, if we tap on the screen, you got controls that pops up here. So you can adjust it and you can see the picture now. And then you have options over here where you can record. So if you do have an SD card or cloud storage and you hit record, it's going to save it, take a picture, listen to the audio from the camera, or if you hold down this button, it will let you speak. And then you have your menu up here. If you click on that, it brings over some of your other settings. So very cool camera, one that I'm excited to have there so I can kind of keep an eye on my backyard. But if you guys want to check this one out, I'll put the link below the video. It'll take you to Amazon. They have a lot of other videos on there too, showing you how to set it up and other people who's reviewed this camera. So you can go there and check out those as well. But that's it for this video. If you guys like these types of videos where I review odds and ends from my house, feel free to subscribe to my channel and I will see you in the next video.